Welcome back to the Kindred Kinfolk podcast. It's your favorite cousin, Tierra D.
And it's your other favorite cousin, Kaylynn.
Hey, girl. Hey, what you burning over there? What kind of oils you got on today?
Passion fruit pineapple.
Okay,
and then I am burning Egyptian amber, setting a little vibe.
Yes. Love it, love it. Go ahead and drop the link to your business, hun, so they'll know where to get those fabulous scents from.
MajesticBathBodyHome.com.
Love it, love it, love it. Gotta support those Black-owned businesses. Absolutely. I apologize for the way I sound. I am currently coming down with something, but it's cool because the show must go on. You're in your house. I'm in my house. We're going to do this.
We're going to do it. Yep.
Yep. So our viewers, our kinfolk out there, they didn't, they aren't privy to what happens before the show starts. So we're just going to go ahead and pick it right back up where we dropped it, because I needed to hit record so the kinfolk can be cued in as to what's going on today.
Yes.
We definitely shifted our topic today based on this.
Definitely did.
When the spirit moves us, we just gotta listen. So today's topic is going to be: are we gonna call this like online dating or just dating? We'll just say dating.
Yeah, we'll just say dating.
Okay, we'll just say dating in general.
It can cross over too.
You're right. This is true. Okay. So back to the daiquiri, man. Go ahead and start that over, because I know I had a question in there somewhere. Let's start.
Okay, so I'm going to start with, I had a friend that recommended that I get on Facebook dating just to test the waters to see what was up there.
Mm-hmm.
So I set up my little profile, whoop-de-whoop, whatever. So I started getting a lot of traction. Like, there are several different guys that I'm going to talk about in this episode, because I feel like there's other women who feel so like my flabber is still gasted by the things that have been said. So let's start with daiquiri guy, for instance. Okay. Things started, off pretty cool. And he was like, hey, what are you doing this evening? I was like, I'm going to get off from work, probably do some laundry, do whatever. He was like, I would like to ask you out on a date.
Okay.
Do you want to go get some daiquiris?
Okay.
I don't even drink like that. And
that's true. Yeah.
I got tipsy off of a fourth of a glass of wine when you was over here Thanksgiving. So, when I say I don't really drink,
Mm-hmm.
This man, any other, I would have been like, you know what? I would go for the conversation. But this man spelled daiquiri. DAKERY.
Oh, wait. DAKERY. Oh,
I kid you not.
They spelled it exactly the way it sounds, like that.
Which let me know all I needed to know about the intelligence of this man.
Yeah.
I'm not going nowhere with anybody
man.
that is phonetically spelling words.
Yeah, that's what he did. He sounded it out and gave it his best.
Baby, no.
Right. But at
our big age,
I mean, it's 2024. You could have Googled that if you wasn't sure.
Baby, look, there's so many daiquiri spots that you could just, and if you frequent, I feel like you drink enough daiquiris if you're specifically asking to go get daiquiris. You drink them enough to know how to spell it.
He's probably not paying attention to the sign. He's probably just just saying the word. And
at our big age.
But that's not an excuse. You could have Googled that if you weren't sure. Like, there's no way You know, I take that back because obviously he thought it was right because he sent it. So, but I was gonna say there's no way you looked at that word and thought that was right, but he obviously did because he sent it,
Anyway.
or maybe he just don't care about spelling anything correctly.
Oh, I'm not the one. That is a red flag of mine.
Yeah, like if he was close,
Yeah,
okay, you get a
yeah,
little pass. You put the I in
yeah.
the wrong spot, all right, you kind of get a pass.
I
But
kind of because I know when you type in stuff autocorrects. I have
yeah,
grace.
I do that all the time. Yeah,
But
so
to insert letters that have never ever been in the word ever just blows the fuck out of me. Like what? Misspelling words is a pet peeve of mine. Like
it is for me too.
I had a couple of years back, I stopped talking to a guy, and I kid you not, because he said, "Did you see that Mimi?"
Mm.
And I said, "Excuse me?"
He put MEME.
Yes. And I said, "Did you mean me?"
Mm.
He was like, "Yeah, did you see that Mimi?"
But that's what some people call it.
Why? Why?
I
Why?
don't ask me. I just work here. I don't
But
know what to say.
I literally stopped talking to that. That was the last conversation we had.
Girl, I'm quick to unfriend or unfollow somebody if you like are butchering words like that. Like if you're trying to say like bon appetit, but you're saying bone, BONE,
Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
APPLETEA. Unfollow, unfriend. I can't expose myself to that level of ignorance. And it's if this was like maybe back in the day, you might get a pass. But no, you could Google everything now.
Baby,
Like
we
there's
got so many resources available. We have
you
AI.
already
We
ask who you
literally
need to.
have
Like there's no
AI.
reason.
Like you don't even have to try hard to write these days. We have AI.
Yeah, not like there's no reason or excuse.
And you took it upon yourself to text me and think that I was going to overlook the fact that you spelled daiquiri wrong.
You know what my silly self would have did? I would have replied back and said DAKERY question mark. What is that?
Baby, I wouldn't even
What
finna.
is that?
I should have did that because it almost probably made it seem like I'm an idiot too because I said no, I don't drink. Because I knew what he was trying to say. But
You just want to let her have it.
I know. I just didn't want to even go back
Oh,
because
Lord.
you can't correct some men. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
that just becomes
Yes. Loud and wrong, child.
and we gonna move on from the loud and wrong because I know. But anywho, so I had another guy. He says, "Hi, how are you? How's your day? I'm good." His very
Mm-hmm.
next question to me was, "Do you want kids?"
Uh, After the how you doing?
Baby, look.
You ain't waste no
These
time.
men ain't wasting no time.
I mean, you.
But at least they spelling
What was the
wasting.
question after that? Was he trying to like see? What was he trying to see, or was he just trying to just go ahead and run up in it and spill his seed with the quick and fast and in a hurry?
Oh,
Like you just trying to get to the
pumped
bedroom,
that.
or what was you doing?
I pistol pumped that real quick. Sir, I do not want kids.
Oh my lord.
I have my own.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to stand in the way of your queen who wants to have some kids.
That man said he's on a mission. You hear me?
Do you know this man turned around and said, "Oh no, baby, I'm not going to stop that from me wanting you."
What? Because you said you had kids?
I didn't even bother to click back into the conversation because now you're wasting your own time because if kids is something that you want,
Mm-hmm.
if this is something you aspire to have,
Right.
baby, don't let me stand in your way of sowing your seeds in other fields. But this garden is shut down. I will help you go find
Oh my
someone to
god.
carry your seat, but it ain't finna be me. I'm like,
Wait, circle back. What happened to the first guy? Not the daiquiri guy, but the one before that. I forgot what you said. I forgot what you said already. It was literally
the
20
one
minutes.
I said,
I
oh
forgot what
girl,
you said about him.
we have a lot.
It's
So,
okay. He'll circle back around.
um,
That's all right.
I've never stuck my toe into the interracial dating pool.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? I might give some Billies or some Joeys a chance.
Okay, little Connor, got it. Little
Girl,
Tanner.
and
Okay.
he was actually an attractive older Caucasian gentleman.
Okay,
And I'm
Carl.
still trying to get over the idea of pink meat cuz it's cringy to me. So, I'm trying not to focus on that. But he was like, "Hey queen, happy hump day." No, I exited stage left.
Uh, okay, so let's talk about that for example. Interracial dating. But more specifically, the fact that he called you queen? Like did you feel like he was trying too hard?
Yes, and then we
Because
know
if it
as
would have
women.
came from a black guy, then that I mean
No, I would
it
have had the
would
same
just
response because I hate that queen shit all the way around. I hate that queen shit because I hate that king shit because a lot of these niggas ain't that. A lot of women aren't. You know what? I'm finna be toe up on social media behind
in God's
these
eyes, we're all kings
statements,
and
but
queens.
I just feel like,
I'll say it for you. If everybody's kings and queens, who are the peasants then?
baby, look.
Where the peasants at?
And
Where are the
if you and there's nothing wrong with being on government assistance. Everybody should use it as a launching pad to a bigger and better life.
I'm glad
But
you
you ain't finna sit here and be no queen up in Section 8 your hoe. Cause baby, what?
nah, that's
You
not.
didn't build your empire or your kingdom. And all of the kings that are just sowing their seed royally and creating all of these broken
It's
homes.
giving you're waiting for a king or queen to give you another handout. But I mean, hey.
It wasn't even that. It was just, I guess, in my mind, I was still thinking about pink meat, and the
Mm,
fact that he said happy hump day just threw me for.
okay.
I just.
Oh yeah. Well, you can't. He couldn't give a good greeting. Okay. Well, Brad didn't have a chance, so he didn't
Well,
turn you
and
on.
maybe it's just me, but does anybody still say happy hump day?
Yeah.
Oh.
The non-melanated community. He was trying to relate. That's just what he did. Like,
Oh.
yeah, girl. Don't act like you
Um,
don't get them work emails. Well, maybe they don't say it at work. Oh, no, correction, they do.
they do.
So yeah, maybe that's
Mm.
what Brad do. And you could have followed up on Thursday with Happy Thirsty Thursday, Brad. That's something Freaky Friday. I don't know.
I might send him a response and say happy Freaky Friday. Now, if he tries to pull out pink meat, then it's definitely a done
Well,
deal.
if you keep entertaining Brad, eventually you're gonna get to the pink meat. So
Ah, yeah, maybe
uh,
I'll sit this one out and let the next
just
queen,
saying, I don't. I
the
mean,
next queen take her shot. But
what it is simply just because of the color, just because it's pink. Like,
I
is it
just,
something you might find yourself like maybe warming up to? Because what if that's the man of your dreams, or maybe
it
the man of
could
your
be,
dreams
I could be blocking
is
my own blessing, but I just,
possibly, and you
I
hung up on.
can't, cause I guess because I've seen some beautiful brown meat, beautiful. And I like my meat well done. Like
I was just about to say that you like your meat well done.
I don't,
Nothing wrong with it.
and absolutely not. And I don't hate anybody who likes, like, like, to each their own. Everyone has their preferences or whatever.
Yeah.
But even watching explicit content, I can't bring myself to watch the
No
others.
pink meat.
Yeah, it got to be Ebony. Gotta be.
I get it. I dated a non-melanated gentleman in high school. That was a one and only, really.
I mean, but you
Oh,
could pass, like,
what
cause
you mean? I could pass as biracial. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I've heard that a time or
So
two.
I can understand, like,
But I'm not. I am black and mo black, so
baby, don't we know? Don't we know? So then I had another gentleman. He didn't even say hi. He said, "You look like you belong with me. What's
oh,
your number?"
oh, oh, okay.
Sir, does that work in real life? Was my response. Sir, does that work in real
It's
life?
giving possessiveness, but it had. I mean, depending on, I guess, maybe what you look like and what comes next out your mouth, you might be onto something. Maybe
Look,
I don't know. I
maybe.
can be so
But I
hopeful.
was like, does this line work on
That would probably scare me though.
nobody? I felt like I needed to take an online course to on because nobody prepared me for all of
Girl,
the crazy.
that would probably scare me.
I,
Chill.
girl, you when I say you are blessed to be married because the dating pool has piss in it. Lord
are you
Jesus.
are you like a does any type of like fear or concern come up about being catfished?
Oh, absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. This one guy asked me, no, this one guy told me that I was going to fall in love with him. I just needed to go on one date with him. And I
Uh,
was going to see that he was all the man that I needed.
that's awfully presumptuous of you. Okay, well,
And you know me, I doubt it,
sure.
but go off, bro. Like,
um, that's awfully presumptuous of you. Like,
and then he
there are some
said,
confident people out
I'm
there.
trying to be your personal trainer. Not I'm trying to be your man. I'm trying to be your husband. I'm trying to be your personal trainer. So now I'm thinking to myself, do you think I'm fat or something? Because
Uh,
we have not had any conversations about working out. And you go there?
you know what? He could have been just recruiting business. Honestly, it might be. I don't know. There was a because there was
Look, he said his bio said that he was a pit master.
okay, that don't track. I don't understand. There was a I know it was in the news a while ago about that restaurants were creating like dating profiles and talking to people and setting up meetings like at their restaurant so that people will come and but of course after you've sat there for a while, like
You
they'll
realize that
eventually
you've been
order.
stood up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you realize you've been stood up, but you'll order or at least get something to go, or while you're waiting and stuff or whatnot, just to like promote business. And I'm like, that's shame. Now we back to the Cersei walk. Now you got to
Look, and I
them
just
restaurant owners, they ought to be ashamed.
online dating is scary enough because you hear so many stories about a woman went out and she didn't come back home. She ended up dead.
Yeah.
Or I'm in a couple of groups where it's like, sis, is this your man? Where they post and it's like, who does he belong to?
Oh.
And they be going at it. Look, and some of these men be living double lives. Like, oh, I know him. He's married, and they like,
Damn,
no,
dude.
not the man that he introduced himself. Like, he ain't say he had no wife or no kids.
Right. Sadly, that's nothing new. I mean, men have been doing that type of, foolery since, I mean, grandma's era. It was just
Oh, I
the
mean,
side
look, we
piece was in
got
the next town over or something. That's
aunts and
what it was.
uncles as a result of that. So we know that to be true. So
Yeah, we know what that's like. So, but yeah, like and it probably won't ever change. They'll just continue to get um I was gonna say more creative, but I mean they keep getting caught, so I'm not sure how creative we getting. But they'll keep
I think
trying. Well,
some men honestly just want to get caught
you think
because
so?
they're so lazy about it.
I feel like the ones that are super lazy, they just don't care.
That too.
They genuinely just don't care. Like they like, all right, she find out, well hell, she probably ain't going nowhere no way. Like they
I
probably do
mean,
think
and
that.
granted, a lot of the women, like like you and I talk about this all the time about having a man just for the sake of saying that I got a man.
Oh,
Just
there are some people like that, yeah.
baby, look, I don't want no piece of a man if all the other pieces is scrolled all around the earth like ashes. I look,
But that actually,
I'm
you know what?
good.
I'm glad you brought that up because that actually poses a very good question. So, although that is your preference, there are some women who are perfectly content and okay, with being with a man or just sharing, a man with someone else. And that's how you got the whole sister wives and poly life and, all that.
Yeah, and I stuck my toe in that. It's I stuck my toe in that. I've tried it all. Look, I stuck my toe in that, and that was just a dumpster fire. Like
Then
it,
you just know it's not your cup of tea. Like that's
and for
it.
that, I realized I needed for the sake of my mental health
Mm-hmm.
and preference, I needed to date separately.
That makes sense.
Like,
Yeah.
cause sharing, being put on a schedule, nothing flows naturally, nothing is organic.
Yeah,
If
that is a little
if
forced.
he's supposed to be our man, why I gotta ask you, is it okay if I call him? Baby, I'm finna call our man. I'm finna call my man.
About to text our boo.
I'm not finna ask you nothing. Cause that's my man too.
Yeah, Lord.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's it's an interesting dynamic, but I mean they got a whole show dedicated to, you know, people who are doing that. And there are just some cultures who, believe in poly life and they, that's what they do. Now don't get me wrong, I honestly I couldn't imagine me in 2024 like how I would be as like a single woman if I had to like
yeah.
be a single woman in in this current climate. However, as a married woman and I've been with the same man for quite some time now, girl, there are some days where I'm like, you know what, them sister wives, they might got a thing or two going
They
over there.
might be onto something.
I need some, let somebody come over here and clean up instead,
Baby,
so I could just sit on my butt or cook a meal.
look.
Pay some of these bills. Listen, with the price of groceries, we could. You mean to tell me we could split the income 3 ways
Do you hear me?
instead of two? Or we could divvy up the ratio of this, income a little bit better, where I got to pay even less than what I'm paying right now. Like,
That and then for me, I'm like, and I don't gotta suck his wee wee tonight. There's
not
somebody
the wee
else,
wee.
baby. There's somebody else that can do it,
You
baby.
can't call it a wee wee to his face now. You can't. You can't. You can't be like, come on, give me this little tallywhacker. You can be,
Now,
girl.
Tallywhacker is diabolical. At least
This
wee
little
wee
dangle
is a little bit. Yeah, I was like,
little weedy worm.
girl, little gummy. Lil just call it little gummy.
But you're right. Like I do get your point. Like yeah, someone can put in some of this work because I mean, marriage does take work.
Yes,
It does. It really does. So I can see how the sister wives over there. I can see how they making it work because I'm like, can we get a part timer? Somebody come up and through here, but
man. Look, I need somebody to vacuum, like do the chores that I don't really care to do.
yeah, like I don't need a sister wife. I just probably need a maid or
Yeah,
some shit. Like I don't need all
true.
that. I don't. I don't need your emotional baggage that comes with you. Just clean the house and pay your bill and go about your business. Yeah, I just need a
Well, but
maid.
even then, it's like also it's like this nigga's getting on my nerves. But can you come get him? Go take him somewhere. Like he needs some outside time. He needs to go because he is aggravating me. But I guess that opens up the episode to bigger questions. What do you think are some red flags when it comes to dating in general? Like,
um, let's see. Oh, how you act when you are angry.
that's a good yes, that is a telltale sign.
Now, I'm not the type of woman that's gonna purposefully try to like push your
Anger
buttons and
you,
make you
right, right,
angry.
right, right,
Yeah,
right,
I'm
right.
not.
Right.
But offenses will come. It is biblical. Offenses will come, and at some point, I'm going to unintentionally do something that's going to irk your nerve.
And I just
So
want to see how
yeah, I
disrespectful.
want to see
Yeah.
how do you handle conflict? How do you handle offense? Like that tells me a lot about a person. That could tell any person a lot about a person, but that tells me a lot how you handle conflict.
For
Um,
me, I would say another thing is how you handle your vices. I don't judge people. Some people smoke, some people
yeah,
drink, some people do. I don't deal with the powder heads, but to
yeah,
each their own. But
right,
how do you act under the
yeah,
influence?
yeah. 'Cause that does tell a lot
Because it
too.
can bring out a totally different side.
Yeah, that tells a lot about a person too. It does.
Yeah, I'm
It
like,
really does.
which opens the door to like, do you have an addiction? Like, do you need some help? Because this ain't normal.
Like be sitting here wondering, so what's going on? We could just talk about it or something.
Yeah, you don't
But
gotta go
yeah,
drink 8 beers. Like, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing going on that provokes you to go drink 8 beers and on a Tuesday. Like, it's just so random.
so for me, I have this thing where if I'm like dating someone now, I haven't. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I think I kind of have always done this. This isn't new, but at my big age, I would definitely do this now if I were a single woman. And that is, I need to see how you act around other women.
True, true, true,
I need
true.
to see that. I need to witness that, and not just family, not just my family. Like we might need to go out. Let me see how you act towards like maybe a cute waitress, or
Yeah,
we have a social gathering, something like that. That tells a lot too, because usually you can tell like those potential red flags. Some of them might even look a little pinkish or something.
yeah,
But if someone attractive like walks by your dude and he just cannot help himself, that's usually a telltale sign that okay, he's got a wandering eye or something like that. So if he's like checking her out, that's one thing. Because even like I
right.
don't press my husband about something like that. But as respect to me, he doesn't do that. So like if he's like checking a woman out, something to that effect, that's like one thing if you notice a beautiful woman, but
Right,
it's
true.
another if you're like,
Gawking.
yeah, like you're staring a little too hard, or your eyes keep going over there to her,
Cause trust
or
and
now
believe,
you,
we gonna see a fine ass
yeah,
nigga.
and
Like,
men
we
don't
gonna we
catch
gonna
that. They don't catch that.
yeah,
We catch that kind of stuff, or like now you're over there like talking to her, or you put your arm on it, whatever the case may be. Like yeah, it's just
yeah,
like little stuff like that, and also too, it could be that you already know this girl.
yeah.
Like this is your previous whatever, and I'm just not in the loop that that's who this person is to you or something. It could be a number of things, but I do look at that kind of behavior. Like, how are you with other women and stuff like that?
I would also say another good one for me is say not necessarily like the type of friend that you are, but they say birds of a feather flock together, but I need somebody that can hold their friends accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Especially if you know that more than likely we're all couples, we're all friends,
Mm-hmm.
and your homeboy is doing sis wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to be the kind of friend to help him get his shit together, to where
Mm-hmm. Carry on. Go ahead.
Not necessarily because it's not his responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
but not enable him and okay his behavior to be a fuckboy.
Mm-hmm. I get where you're going with that.
Because I would want his friends
Mm-hmm.
to hold him accountable and not be okay with said behavior. And granted, everybody's grown, everybody's going to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
But if you just stand by idly, sometimes unintentionally you two are complicit in the act.
Yeah, I guess depending on the circumstance and like kind of what's going on. Well, when it comes to that, I'd have to say, as far as my husband, my expectation on that is a little bit lower. I don't expect my husband to check his friends, I guess, in a sense, if they are, I guess if they're fucking up, with their lady or something. Only because I know the type of dude that he is. Like if he feels passionately enough about it,
Yeah.
he's gonna do that on his own and more than likely keep that away from me.
Right, true. And that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to, and I don't feel like I should have to tell him, hey, you should go.
Yeah, like that.
It should be within his spirit to be like, nah, dog, you not right. Like,
Yeah,
that ain't driving over here. Like, I'm not covering for you, dog. Like, that's your mess.
yeah,
You keep
but
that over there, but you don't bring that over here
right.
with me and my girl, because we don't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that's more so like the energy that Mike is on though. But usually whenever like I guess if something kind of like does, bubble up to the surface, if he feels passionately enough about it, he'll say something and that's just what it is. Like he'll just state his stance on it.
Yeah.
And if it's perceived, in the fashion and the grace that it's given, then, he can of course hold respect and space for whomever he's delivering it to. But if they're like, nah, I'm not fooling with that, he's not losing no sleep over that. He's like, all right, then, well,
Oh, for sure.
all right, bro. Well, if things get rough, but in other words, I'll catch you when you fall if
Yeah.
on that type of level. But I just thought of another one. Sexual compatibility.
Oh, for sure.
If I were single now, I mean, I've always been that way, even then, but now, of course, for sure, because I've said it once and I'm gonna say it again. If I'm not interested in doing it, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Girl, do you know there are women out here licking booty holes?
I do,
I
and
mean,
I know a few.
I'm
I know a few.
you're friends with a few booty hole lickers. I'm not
Hey,
doing
I'm not. I don't eat or share no dishes with them, so they can eat
that.
boot, they can toss salads and eat booties in their free time. But while they with me, I don't. I don't play that shit. Like,
I don't.
I carry plasticware for a reason. Baby, no.
Oh
Mm-mm.
my lord. Yeah, I'm not doing
I
that. I'm
kid you not.
sorry.
Like,
Um.
it's a. She will be like, "What's his diet like?"
And see,
And to each their own. I don't kink shame. I don't.
yeah, I'm not
I'm
king
not finna
shaming.
ask.
I'm not king shaming. I'm just stating my own boundary. Not king shaming.
Look. That's a firm boundary for me.
Yeah, I can't. I can't see myself doing that. It's
I like the thoughts never crossed my mind. Like
me neither.
I would never in life get excited about that action.
Yeah,
Cause what do I look like?
I can't.
But there's some men who like that. Like
There are, but see,
there's some
I,
men that like pegging. I don't
I gotta take it, but I gotta take it a step further. We gotta take it a step further because I mean,
playing in your booty hole, but Jesus.
I gotta take it a step further. So I want to know for women who do that, who eat booty
Oh
holes,
Jesus. I don't want to know. But
who
go ahead.
indulge in the plate of assery. What do you call it? I don't even know what to call it, but who indulge in that type of thing for the well, this is for men and women, for the men who like to get it and for the women who like to do it. So if the male is I'm assuming he's heterosexual, assuming how does he lay or stand
Toots it
or
up. Gotta toot
bend
it up.
over
Got
or
gotta toot it up. Do he hold both his legs up in the air? because that's the only true way. Or bend over and spread those. That's the only true way to get
That's what I'm thinking. That's
unlimited access to.
not even gonna hold you. That is a scene to behold.
Baby, look, I
Boy.
don't want no parts of it. I don't. And you know, I like to watch a lot of things, but that's one of the things that I could pass on. Like, I'm
Um,
good.
do you
I'm
know how many times do you know how many times my husband farts a day? I'm not
Baby,
doing
look,
that.
and that right there is what it is. Like,
Boy.
and then unapologetically at that. Like, they don't care how much wind they break.
No. No. Just no. Yeah, that's not my cup of tea. It's not. I'm
Never.
sorry. It's not.
I don't even want your booty hole facing my direction. Like, if at all, if we can prevent that, like, let's go that route.
It's a yeah, there's something about my face or hands being in and around like your fecal matter residue area. I don't want to be around your fecal matter. I don't
And
want to
I
be
don't
around
want anybody to be around mine either. So we even.
same. Yeah.
We even. Like,
If you eat ass, congratulations. You don't gotta eat. I'm not one of them women. You don't gotta
you
eat
don't
mine.
gotta. You don't gotta. Now I didn't had mine a couple of times, and surprisingly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Granted, I didn't have any expectations on what to expect, but it was just a little too wet for me. It was way more moisture than.
Well, I mean, you got a little tootie booty. That's why.
I mean, even if I had ginormous cheeks, like the most of the women in our family, they be dragging wagons. I still feel like
It was just too
that's
moist in your back door.
yeah,
I get
like because
it.
I already have. I won't say moist problems because sister girl in the front,
You just
she
slick from the front door to the back door.
right, and it's just it's
Yeah, slick from all angles.
right, and
Oh,
I'd be
Lord.
like, oh, I need to get in this shit because it's just I only really like that much water, like when I'm in the shower, that kind of wetness.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be, slip and slide in the front, but if you slipping from the front and slide into the back, yeah,
I think that's the point.
yeah, yeah, no.
Just a whole lot of action going
It's
on.
just too much going on. That's just too much
It
going
is
on.
a different sensation though. It's definitely different. There's some interesting things that some people are into. Just like some people are into like the whole plush play thing. I don't understand that, but I mean, hey,
What is that?
when they plush play, when they play with toys and stuff like the plushy toys,
Like teddy bears and stuff?
Yeah.
Who doing that?
That's like a thing, that's like
What are they doing?
kink.
What are they doing to these animals?
I guess their business, girl. I don't
So they're
know.
like cutting a hole in it and like penetrating
Pretty, I
it?
guess either setting them up to watch or getting
Wait
up
a
on it
minute. Oh
or
my god. Oh my god.
you didn't know that was a thing? That's a
No.
thing. That's like a
No,
real
I guess
thing.
I'm uncultured in this.
Yeah,
I
it's called well, I don't know if that's the like exact term, but it's like plush play or something like that. Where like people get kinky with
baby, we ain't finna do that.
cute big ass teddy bears and big ass unicorns and stuff. Yeah. Now I don't know how far they're taking this as like if they're like actually
Dropping seeds into
getting it on with them. I'm assuming yes, but that's beyond me. I don't know, girl.
these
Yeah.
animals.
And I forgot how I learned about that. Maybe like from My Strange Addiction or something or something. But yeah, probably something I was watching or reading. Who knows? You know what I mean? Always absorbing information. There are some interesting kinks out there, girl. Yeah, and that's one of
I
them.
know
Just
feet is one.
oh yeah,
That's something I don't really want my toes like I've had my toes sucked on. It was but I'm not going around being like, you gonna suck these toes tonight. I'm good on that too. Like,
who gonna get this pinky
yeah,
toe?
nah, I'm good on that. Like, sometimes the moment takes you where the spirit leads you where it leads you.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I'm not.
Now, if it does something for the person, then okay, we'll tolerate.
Yes,
But just know it's doing nothing for me. But I'll participate. If
because for me,
if
it's like if he likes sucking toes, go for what you know.
right.
Because you two need to, be pleasured in this experience. But I'm not like, you gonna suck these toes tonight? Like, I'm not texting that. We getting that toe sucking right
Just take
now. All right.
a whole foot emoji.
Right. With the water sign. Like, bro, no. We not doing that.
So I draw the line when it comes to questions or limits on sanitation. We're not doing, like, for me, that's what ass eating for me is when it comes to like eating a guy's ass. That
Some
is a question of
some
sanitation.
women and men
Um,
require that you be freshly out the shower in order for that act to happen. And I can respect that. Like,
yeah, because what did you have for dinner? Like, you could have had a milkshake and it's about to blow at any moment.
baby, because we, meaning black folks, is lactose intolerant, and we don't want to believe that, baby. Stomach be stomach bubbling, and you down there.
Mm-mm, no. And it's crazy is as much as we talk about ass eating and stuff like that, because that seems to be, well, I can say the current trend now because it's not current. People have been
Mm-mm.
doing it. But I know that there are some women out there that have gotten, you'd have took a fart to the face. You have. You have taken
Yeah,
a whole tootin' right in the face, like all up in your nose. Like there's no unsmelling that. There's no getting away from it. It's in there. It like shot straight up your nose into the back of your
yeah,
sinus cavity. It's in there. And that is a level of love that I don't have. However, I married a man who does not require that or need that from me. So we are
baby.
okay.
Look,
The Lord knew what he was doing
when he
when he was
matched
doing it.
you with your husband,
Yeah. And no, I'm not
because
doing that. And then like
mm-mm.
I draw the line too with like, although I'm not king shaming, it's just my own personal limit, but with like urinating and
Yeah,
defecating.
that's a no for me. Spitting in my mouth is a
No.
no for me. Baby, I will tear some shit. I will tear some shit up if you spit and my that shit is not sick. Like, do not spit. And well, I will. Oh Jesus, I'm getting heated just thinking about it. Do not, under any circumstance. I don't care. My mouth is dry, parched, and my lips are shriveling up. Do not spit in
I
my
wasn't
mouth.
thirsty. I didn't want none of that. Mm-mm. Lord, so tell me about another gentleman that has attempted to win your
Oh
heart.
my God.
Has any of them, have you like actually gone on a date? Have we gotten that far with anybody?
No,
Okay,
no,
well.
no.
Well, Kinfolk listeners, Kaylynn is available.
Look, before you put that out
No.
there, we need to drop some disclaimers. Please know how to spell.
Okay, fair.
Um, you can come with your own kids, but not a football team.
Oh, so there's a limit. So okay, so how many kids can they have?
I mean, I have three, so I would have to be fair and say three at the most.
Oh, child, y'all the Brady Bunch, Black Brady Bunch. I love it. All right, go ahead.
I'm not one of them women that be like, I got three kids, but he can't have none. What? Like, and there are women who like that. Like,
There are, yeah. Oh, we gonna talk about that in a
I
minute.
don't date. I don't date women. I don't date men who have kids. Man, but you have four. Like, make it make sense.
Right.
So yeah, like,
Mm.
I like someone who can make me laugh because I'm a clown. I love to joke. I love to laugh. I need some intelligent conversation.
Hmm.
I don't do ratchet and ghetto. I've outgrown that.
Yeah. After a while, it just gets.
Please don't take me to the hole in the wall because I won't know what to do. Like, what do you do at clubs these days? Like, Do you just stand there like two step? I haven't been to a club in years, so I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know what to do at a club. Baby, lounge me.
Actually, no, I took that back. I went to a club. It was a day party. Yes, day party, like a brunch type of
Okay.
thing.
Well, you send out eat.
But I mean, it was actually at a club. But like, yeah, they did have food, so I got food and ate and went back to my little booth that we were in and ate the food and stuff or whatever. But I mean, it was a club bar scene or whatever. Had a dance floor, had bar, and then the seating and stuff or whatnot. So. And yeah, like if a song came on, me and the girls I was with, we stood up and danced and stuff or whatever. Then when
Yeah, because I feel like
you
I'm over 35 now, so I don't them needs that I had when I was 18, 21. Like I don't got the needs now, so I can't be on the dance floor all night. But for
mm-mm.
me, it's like lounge me, take me to somewhere where I could sit down, be cute, and listen to some nice jazz, live music. Still get to know each other, and I'm not screaming over Bootsy, like like I Jesus.
BOOSIE. Say wow.
Yeah, and I'm trying to stay in my my soft era, and stuff like that just brings out the nigga in me, and you don't need to see that yet.
Not on the
Not on
first
the first
date.
date. Like it'd be like, who the what the heck? Like yeah, like not and
Lord,
see
that's
like
funny.
men underestimate the simplicity of some women. Like
Yeah.
take me to a bookstore, baby. That is a whole vibe.
Okay, so you say that now. I can understand how because I would love that too.
But being able to know how to read is key.
Okay, that's a
Being able to
that's a
know how to
stipulation.
read at I can't say grade level because we out of school, but you need to be able to read at a 12th grade level.
Okay, that's fair. But see, that's funny that you say that. Like something as simple as taking you to the bookstore. I can understand how men can be confused about like women because while you say that, there might be a gentleman out there who really for real be like, oh, I'm gonna take a girl to a bookstore and in his local town or whatever, and they pull up and
Make sure she likes to read. Like, I mean,
she's
obviously.
the one that wants to hear Boosie all night,
Oh,
like
Jesus. Well,
so
sir, I'm sorry. But I clearly state that I like to read. Like, it's a no.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and I
So,
appreciate,
gentlemen, pick up those cues
yes,
and roll with
yes,
that.
I
Pick up the
appreciate
cues.
men who ask me, what's the last book that you read? What kind of books do you like to read? Like what's a book that you didn't really care for? Because to me, that is thinking outside of the normal box of getting to know you questions. But at the same time, it's
Mm-hmm.
like you've read my bio and you've put some thought into how you're going to approach me.
Right.
But yeah, please be able to read at a 12th grade level and write like such too, because I wear glasses now. My eyes ain't as crisp. I don't have time to be
Girl.
deciphering this text code that
Yeah, Dr. Scribble.
look.
Right, like a doctor, all the
Not
scribble
even
and
that,
chicken
but
scratch.
just texting like shorthand. I be having to ask my
Oh.
doctor, what can you just say? Can you just type the whole
Oh
word?
yeah.
Like I can't
Yeah.
read.
Sometimes it's like translate. What does that
Yes.
mean?
I'm
I
like,
don't
what?
just is that a typo or are you really trying to say something there? Like what does that mean? So what's something that like when you see a guy, whether it's in person or even online, what's something that like gets you going?
Baby
That
arms,
makes a like
arms, arms, arms,
arms, really?
arms.
So you like buff,
I need
like
arms. I
stocky?
need to be able to feel safe in the crevices of them arms.
So no skinny men. They
Absolutely not,
can't
because all we
be.
gonna do is start a fire together, bones and bones. We not finna do that. We not gonna get fire.
Sorry to the skinny
Sorry,
men out there who thought they had a
sorry,
chance.
sorry. Uh, Sorry.
So okay, so
Because imagine in the wintertime, two small people who both are trying to get some kind of warmth. We just rubbing up against each other. Ain't still cold. Ain't all that friction just gonna start the sheets, get the sheets on fire. Like, mm-mm.
I mean, but what if he's like really cute though? No, it's just the body type ain't right.
And I'm not even
You can't
shallow
get a
like
chick.
that because a lot for me is personality and character. Because I've dated big guys, I've dated small like skinny guys, but
Mhm.
I've dated men, bald men, men with hair, men with like, so the spectrum of men varies.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
things that just get my blood rushing on sight
Okay. Is the
is
arms
yeah
is the
is it.
arms? Anything else besides the arms? Do you look at the face or the height or the skin tone? I mean, we you already kind of threw out there about the pink meat, so apparently
I mean,
the melanated brothers got a little better
yeah, but
advantage.
if the Brad's best friend is Daquan, he might got a chance. Brad will be to the front of the line. Like,
So what about other races?
mm,
What's with the grown?
I just
You
I'm
know,
I'm thinking about, and this.
Canadian, French, Australian, Hispanic, Native American,
I think I could
Cuban,
do all but Indian.
African,
No,
not
I
African
can't do
American,
African. Nope, nope.
Jamaican. You can't do
Baby,
African?
I've been
No?
to African clubs. Them men do not know how to accept. Like, no is not no for them. The
I usually experience that at a Jamaican club.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like Jamaicans are aggressive.
way too aggressive for
It's
me.
Jamaica. Why y'all so aggressive? Jamaicans are aggressive. Like
Yeah, I
it's
can't. Mm-mm.
I appreciate your tenacity, but can you
Back
back up off
up,
me, please?
back it up. Like, almost
Nice
stalker
little
vibes.
reggae
Like,
joint.
can't do it.
A little bit, yeah. Like it's they're so intense, and I guess that has its
Yes.
advantages. However, you kind of bring in your intensity like on the first millisecond that I've even laid eyes on you. Whoa, well,
You
you didn't even say
gotta you
hey
gotta
yet.
pipe that
Like,
down. You gotta tone
yeah,
that
like I
down.
haven't even given you my name yet. Like
And
good
you all
lord,
like
just
cock blocking because my husband might be here and you in the way. And now he thinking that I'm with you. And mm-mm.
right. Already trying to claim, yeah,
I
Jamaicans
will
are
say, I don't know, and maybe it's because like the
Haitians.
no, I don't know. I've never met no fine Asian. Like,
I've dated actually two. They were both biracial. Um, one was Filipino and black, and the other was no, I think they both were
and
Filipino and
see, I mean,
black.
I guess the
Yeah.
black. I mean, but for me, I guess like the diet of some of these cultures are very particular.
You mean the food that they eat?
Yeah, and it like seeps through their.
Girl, bye. You ain't never had no. Let me tell you something. I dated this Filipino
No,
and
I'm just
black
saying like it's
in high
seeping
school.
through the skin. So
Girl, whatever. His mama used to make these bomb ass egg rolls. I don't care what's seeping through her skin. She could get in that kitchen and fry me up as many egg rolls as she want to, and I'm sit right
I
there
mean
eating
that's
them.
different, but when I'm talking about curry chicken and like all of that, and I smell you before I see you,
Oh well, yeah. I guess some dishes, you know, I get what
because
you mean.
some cultures
But
don't.
they might say the same thing about us. We probably smell like I don't know. To be very stereotypical, we probably smell like chicken and watermelon.
Jesus,
I don't know.
no.
What do we smell like to other people?
But like, and I guess this will go into like our hygiene episode. But like,
Lowry's.
some cultures don't believe in like deodorant or
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah. So
hygiene.
it's
Oh,
like
that's we got to talk about hygiene,
that'll
girl.
be our
We
next.
got to
But
get it.
like just things like that. So like,
Yeah, that's true. All cultures don't
right.
Don't cook the same and don't
And
wash
then
the
like their
same.
idea of the role of the woman is not the same. You know, like some
Yeah.
cultures, like the woman is like their goal is to just like it's very subservient,
Yeah.
and I can be submissive for the right person,
Yeah.
but you're not finna lead me to hell and me not say nothing.
True.
Oh baby, no.
I agree. I think when it comes to submission, though, I feel like I speak for a lot of women when I say that we will definitely, all of us have the ability to submit. However, some of us have a very large hurdle to cross with our partner. It's this main question that we have is, where are you leading us? We just kind of like need to see
Right.
it, need to know, need to
Like
have a
high
game
level
plan.
me, like I don't necessarily need to be all in the weeds because I'm taking away from you leading as a man.
Yeah, like you ain't got to tell me every single nook and cranny, but I do need. I need now. This is what I need to consult my Bible
I
with
need
because
to
I need
know
to
if
know.
what I'm doing is hindering the progress of moving forward.
Right, right. But I also need to know, I need to consult my Bible for sure with this. But because, of course, it speaks towards women submitting to their husbands. But I want to know, does that mean I'm supposed to blindly submit, or can I like be in the know? Because I just be want to know what's going
Maybe
on. I got
just from the our families, how we was raised, we ain't doing nothing blindly.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
like
true.
we
That's
ain't
true.
finna do nothing blindly because our if for
Yeah, I
nothing
need to
else,
know.
our grandma gonna make sure we know something.
Mhm. Oh yeah, my husband know who he married. He's gonna answer some questions. He's
And
gonna.
it's not even about
And
nagging, it's just that
if I don't like the answer, we're gonna circle back around, and I'm gonna ask it again.
we gonna
I'm gonna
schedule a
ask it again.
follow-up meeting because
Yeah,
we both gonna take our time to
yeah,
reconnect so that we can come back and revisit this conversation.
absolutely. Well, this was very informative. Hopefully, you might get a couple of feelers from some of our kinfolk out there who might be a little interested in Kaylynn, seeing how she is very well still on the market. But that's okay, girl. We might mess around and get you a husband out of this, girl.
Girl, look,
Yes, come
just let
on.
him know how to read, baby. Look, and I need him to read out loud.
I love that standard, but it's so low in
Look,
comparison to everything else that people would be saying. Like, can
like
he read?
I
Well,
need
come
him to
on.
be able to read out loud too.
Oh, he got
Like
to be able to read out loud. Well, what if he got vision problems or something? Do we get a pass?
maybe we'll
No.
have to do a part two of this about what kind of man all of the standards I like. Because I'm not expecting, I'm a college educated woman, and I'm not expecting him to
Mhm.
be as equally educated because some people are not as ambitious or they find, education through real life experiences. But
Mhm.
you ain't finna come over here and be just a dummy. Like
Yeah, you got to know
something.
something. Something. I don't care if you just got a trade, baby, and all you know is plumbing. Tell me how the plumbing works, baby, because I don't know.
Right, baby, tell me how to lay pipe. You hear me? Tell me how
Something.
to lay pipe.
Something. Be able to fix something around this
Baby,
house. If that pipe bursts, I need to feel like we are secure. We're not calling a plumber because you
or
got
if
it,
you
boo.
can't fix it, be in a position to be able to pay to get it fixed. Do you hear me?
That part, yeah,
Because if
yeah.
you can't
One or the
fix it,
other.
then at least be able to know who to call and pay to get it fixed.
Right. If you're an electrician, damn it, lights need to be on always. Every socket needs to be working always.
Baby, every light bulb needs to
I
be.
need to be able to call you and send you to my mama house. Go see about what's wrong with her wiring or something.
Yes,
Yeah, I need. Listen. So whatever you good at, be good at it, and but be good at
baby.
something,
And don't let that something be
something of
nothing.
service, something of you. Listen, because I mean, those type of things, you could turn that into a business. We could start,
Look,
a plumbing company or an electrician company. Something.
I'm quick to start a business. Quick.
So, oh goodness. Well, this was certainly informative, Kaylynn. I appreciate you sharing about your dating life and what's going on here. Even though we didn't even get to touch on our topic, we'll just put a pin in it and circle back for another episode. But this was good, as
Yes,
always.
I enjoyed it.
You definitely keep me laughing, girl. Absolutely. Well, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more episodes. And once again, this is the Kindred Kinfolk podcast. It's your favorite cousin, Tierra D.
And her favorite cousin, Kaylynn.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.